Hello, snakes. My name is Dante, and today it's Podcast Tuesday once again. But since I'm going on holidays right now, the podcast is recorded because I'm going to the new Legacy European tour in Bologna, and and on my way there, I'm just going across so many countries, and yeah, it's gonna be quite the experience. And yeah, that podcast will also be recorded, but then afterwards, we'll be back live. And yeah, top 10 EDH cards that are banned and should stay banned this way. This is the podcast for this week, and we obviously have a combo and a non-bow. So let's just go into the combo, and we've got Melira, Silvok Outcast, Disciple of the Vault, Viscera Seer, and Lesser Masticore. So, here's an infinite combo. Well, you can't get poison counters, the creatures can't. Oh, what the hell? Okay. I don't know, I just heard something weird, but it's nothing. Oh, what? There we go. Yeah, there. That's better. Yeah. Well, creatures can't have -1/-1 counters on them. Your opponent's creatures lose infect. So, Lesser Masticore, when it persists, it it just comes back, and it's not gonna get the -1/-1 counter. So yeah, that's a really cool trick you can do there, especially with like Viscera and Disciple the Vault. You just sacrifice the Lesser Masticore infinitely, scry as much as you want. So you basically can, or you can basically like, just get the card from your library you want on top, and then like, yeah, you can basically get any card in your library on top, basically, because you can scry all the way until you get that card. Plus, you drain your life for your opponent's life for infinite. Because every time one of your artifacts, no, whenever an artifact dies, basically, you can remove a life. You can make someone lose a life. So yeah, let's just go into the non-bow, and it is Knowledge Pool and Eidolon of Rhetoric. So, well, it can be considered a combo, but basically no one can cast spells from the hand, basically, because with this, because when you cast a spell, it's gonna be exiled under Knowledge Pool, and then you can cast basically another spell from the Knowledge Pool for free. But that's casting two spells. You can't cast two spells with Eidolon of Rhetoric. So that's the non-bow. So basically, it's just if you cast a spell, instead it gets exiled under a Knowledge Pool, and yeah, it's just you can use this to stack up the Knowledge Pool. That's it. And players would just stack up the Knowledge Pool, but no spells cast from the hand. So yeah, that's just the non-bow basically, because it even affects you. But yeah, that's one way to lock the game down actually. If you want, you can try this, but I really don't suggest it. Let's go into number 10, and it is Paradox Engine. 5 mana legendary artifact. Whenever you cast a spell, untap all of your non-land permanents you control. So basically, that turns all of your spells into dramatic reversals. There are so many combos you can generate with Paradox Engine. And a few months after it came out, I mean, well, not a few months, half a year later, they actually banned it in Commander. And actually, I find that I, I, I find that actually like good like I mean I have a few Paradox engines, and I just can't use them because they're banned in Commander, and they're no longer standard legal. Well, they're not standard legal because they weren't that way like since like 2018 they were rotated out. But uh anyways, it it is a really good card. Like in Commander, it was a really good card in Commander. It's powerful in general, but I mean, like I know right now it has no function, no purpose. But if they unban it in Commander, it's just gonna strengthen the CDH decks, and it's just too powerful. That's why I think it should stay banned. So, yeah, this is basically the number 10 in this podcast. So let's just go in to the number 9, and it is Upheaval. 6 mana, instant, bounce, all permanents. All permanents, not non-land permanents, all permanents from all players. Which makes this almost a full game reset, basically. Well, basically just everything that just happened instead just goes to the hand, just throw in all of the permanents back to the hand. So even lands, so you just have to start playing all the lands over from zero and the cards as well. So it just resets the board state. And this is just too powerful for Commander. And not just too powerful, too irritating for Commander. Like no one would want that. So yeah. So there's Upheaval, our number 9. So yeah, this is why it should stay banned. Don't think unbanning it will strengthen blue. Yeah, I mean, it will strengthen blue, and I mean, like, it's gonna make blue more annoying. So, and then like if you play Upheaval, no one's gonna ever play with you again, probably, because well, these people won't play with you again because well, it's so annoying. Like, so yeah, I think Upheaval should stay banned. Let's just go in to the number 8, and it is limited resources. It was that was 1 mana, right? But yeah, basically when it enters battlefield, players uh have to sacrifice down to 5 lands, which is like nothing for Commander. Like 5 lands, you can barely do anything with 5 lands. Like not even cast the Commander. I mean, if you play this, then your Commander's probably less than 5 mana. So this is just so only you can just benefit from it. Like, so yeah, it is 1 mana. So yeah, and plus, not only that, if you cast it in the early game, then players cannot play lands as long as there are at least 10 lands on the battlefield. So yeah, basically, this is just too powerful. Like, like with like like if you cast this in the early game, even like when people have less than 5 lands, they're not gonna even reach the 5 lands mark because, well, you know, it they're gonna they're basically just not gonna be able to play lands. No more Commander game, basically. Nothing's gonna happen. So if for the rest of the match. So yeah, this card should stay banned. And if they unban it, they're killing Commander, basically. At least like it makes white no longer fun. So yeah, I mean to play against. Let's just go into number 7. And it is we got Coalition Victory. Free and Wooburg. So basically 8 mana. Sorcery. You win if you have a land of each basic land type and a creature of each color. So this is so easy to achieve in Commander because, well, all you need is just all the 5 basic land types. That's easy to get, especially if you're playing dual lands. Because in those colors, it's very likely you're playing dual lands, even like triumphs as well. Like, I mean, I haven't seen many Commander players play triumphs, but I mean, you could try play triumphs, of course, like if you're playing 5 colors. and your commander is 5 colors, So with this, basically, you win the game for 8 mana because, well, if you have your commander out plus 1 land of each type, and yeah, they just banned it. So they banned it. Like I don't know when, but I mean it's banned basically. So yeah, this should never be unbanned. Like this is just gonna stay banned forever, even though this card serves no purpose. Like banned in Commander right now because, well, that it's not playable in Legacy, not in Vintage, and yeah, I mean, if they reprint it in a Modern Horizons, well, that can make things different. That there is a domain deck that gets so many basic lands and stuff. Or try this with no, with not with Primeval Titan because you need the creatures as well. But yeah, maybe a domain deck could actually use this in Modern, but there is no. But this card is not in Modern, So yeah, I mean they should reprint it in Modern Horizons Lord of the Rings, but I mean I don't know. I mean, but yeah, this is our number 7. Let's go into number 6, and it is Caracas. Land, legendary land. Tap for white, or tap to bounce a legendary creature. Banned in Commander. Since like 2016, I think. Wait. Yeah, it definitely was banned like a few months after I started playing. I remember when they banned it. And yeah, it's understandable. Like, there's no way this is gonna get unbanned. Look, it bounces the commanders. It bounces commanders. You see? Look, like, and it's a strictly better, like, planes. Like, or almost like, especially in commander, because, well, white land that does not enter tapped. It's a land that produces white and does not enter tapped. So yeah, plus it has the ability to bounce commanders. So yeah, no way this is gonna be commander legal. You see, they're never gonna unban this. You see, and if they're thinking of unbanning it, please don't. It's too powerful for commander and irritating. Plus, it can generate combos. With so many other cards. I mean, if they unban Emrakul, which is good, then 110% don't unban Caracas, because if they unban both, you can just generate infinite turns by playing Emrakul and bouncing it, and infinite attacks as well, because you can attack, then bounce Emrakul, then cast Emrakul, take a bonus turn, and yeah, Caracas. But yeah, anyways, this is not gonna be unbanned, or it should not be unbanned. It's too powerful for land. I mean, it's a mythic land, but I mean, still, it's too powerful for land. Especially like since originally this card was uncommon, like in the OG days. Let's just go in to number 5, and it is Time Vault. It is wait, the Time Vault. It is a 2 mana artifact. Enters tap. Does not untap during untap step. During your up, if you're gonna go to, you can skip the turn and untap it. Like if you're gonna go to your turn, you may instead like skip that turn and untap Time Vault, and then you can tap it to take a bonus turn. So easy to abuse. You can actually just use anything that untaps an artifact, like tap by just like Vizier of the Sands or something. Like there's so many cards that can manually like untap permanents or artifacts. Like so easily. Like just like for example, by tapping the creature, you can untap Time Vault, or or even you can use Voltaic key or Manifold key, which you can tap it and untap Time Vault. Tap and you get a bonus turn. You see, it's so easy to abuse it. Like if this card had Shroud, then it could be unbanned in Commander. Like because you can't target it, but knowing that this does not have Shroud, then too easy to abuse. Should stay banned in Commander. And should be like forgotten about, like I mean it's banned in Legacy, restricted in Vintage, banned in Commander. They shouldn't touch it. Let's go in to the number 4. It is Flash. 2 mana instant. Put a creature. You may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. Then if you do, sacrifice it unless if you paid MV reduced by 2. And yeah, this is too powerful because basically you can either flash in any creature just by like replacing one of the generic with blue, or you can just pay 2 mana and just evoke one of your creatures from your hand. Like you could just put one of your creatures down and then use it right away. Which brings a use of Protean Hulk. Protean Hulk was unbanned a few years ago from Commander. And yeah, Flash just made things really broken, because just use Flash, throw down that Protean Hulk, and then don't pay the mana, so sacrifice Protean Hulk, then you search your library for Sit's cost. You could just get yourself like an infinite combo with that, or wait, was it Sit's cost or Sit's? Yeah, I think it was Sit's cost. Yeah, you can go look for some big things or lots of little things. 0 cost cards, like Memnites and Ornithopters and even the equipment, and like it's like there's like 12 different like 0 mana permanents, I think, right? How many are there? There should be more. Yeah. I think there were, what was it? CMC equals 0. So not land. CMC equals 0. Well, yeah, there are like, what the? Anyways, I think there are like at least like 20 or something. There's a lot. And yeah, let's just go in to the number 3, and it is Channel. 2 mana sorcery on turn of turn. You can basically pay 1 life to generate 1 colorless mana. Banned in Modern, Legacy, Commander, and restricted in Vintage. And it's part of the OG combo Channel Fireball. So, yeah. I think it was banned in Commander, like, not very long ago, I think. But maybe it was. I mean, like, definitely, I think it was not before I started playing. So, yeah, anyways, this should not be unbanned, because you have 40 life in Commander. So, you could just, and there's so many Eldrazi and artifacts and stuff that you could just cast with just generic mana, you see? So, you could just turn 2, just pay so much life, and then just dump so many things down. Or you could even use like this there's this one orrery or something that basically you could use generic mana as any cost of mana. Yeah, it's like, or even Mickeson Flatus. You could use like Mickeson Flatus or the Prismatic Orrery, I think it was called. I don't know. It's just this, there's this 7 mana artifact that basically you could spend generic mana as if it were mana of any color, you know. So, and then you could get everything down, all the creatures and planeswalkers and stuff in your hand, even like omniscience, and then you just stop paying life, and you just bring everything down. Like this was just too powerful, yeah. And in the OG days, when you're playing, like, you could actually play this and play a land in the Black Lotus, and then like you could cast Channel, then like pay 19 life, and then cast Fireball to deal 20 damage. Because you'd have like 20 mana in the 21 mana, and you just Fireball the opponent. That was like the OG combo. And this is where the name Channel Fireball comes from. You know, the shop and the host of the GPs. And the team as well. So yeah. Let's just go into the number 2. And we got the Power 9. All 9 members of the Power 9, basically. And yeah, basically the Power 9. So yeah. And like, well, of course, Timetwister is not banned in Commander, but it should be. I mean, it's a member of the Power 9. It's too powerful. Like, I mean, but like, if you actually own the Timetwister, which is like at least like $5,000, then like you're gonna use it in your Commander deck probably, unless if you want to preserve it, of course. But then like, not everyone can like have Timetwister. Like, bro, this card's like this card's probably more expensive than your whole Commander deck. Like, I swear, like you're not gonna use it, like, and you're not gonna have it. So yeah, and plus, if they unban the Power 9 from Commander, all older rich Magic the Gathering players and other stuff and are just gonna play those cards. And plus, or if you're playing like with Proxies, like some people are actually gonna Proxy the Power 9, and it's gonna ruin Commander games. So best solution, don't unban the Power 9. They're labeled the Power 9 for some reason. Like, you know, they're all like Black Lotus should stay banned. Ancestral Recall, 1 mana, draw 3 cards. Bro, this is too insane. Should stay banned. Plus, like, all the Motsis, this is just too fast mana. Like, it's gonna make mana so fast, you know, like, and who's the last member of Power 9? Wait, there's 5 Motsis. Black Lotus, Ancestral Recall, Timetwister. It wasn't Time Walk, no. When was the last? And oh yeah, Time Walk. Time Walk. Like, I swear, like, if they ever like unban these, you know, like, they're like the reserve list, and they're not gonna like unban the actual card. They're gonna like make a new card that can like generate a copy of it into your deck or something. Like, you know, like, you know, Time Sidewalk, for example. You know, like, because Time Sidewalk, if you have it in the opening hand, you could like exile it and then shuffle 4 Time Walks to the deck, and then like Time Sidewalk in itself is just an 8 mana take a bonus turn. So if you draw it later on in the game, it's just an overpriced time walk, or like 8 mana take a bonus turn. But if you have in the opening hand, you could just exile it and then spread it out on 4 time walks. So you could like time walk for 2 mana, you know, 2 mana take it its turn. If you have all 4 in hand, you could just like 8 mana take 4 turns. But I mean, you have it's an opening hand thing. Maybe they should like make like like Blackest Lotus or something. Like a 4 mana artifact that if you had in the opening hand, you could exile it, shuffle 4 Black Lotus to the deck. That would be cool. And then you could tap in, generate 3 mana with Blackest Lotus if by sacrificing it. But then or make Time Side Twister or something uh, which would be like 12 mana Timetwister. But then if you had it in your opening hand, you could exile it, shuffle 4 Timetwisters to the deck. Well, I mean, this one's not banned, so I mean they should ban it, but well, and then for the Motsin as well, and then ancestral memories, like instead of ancestral recall or something, like 4 blue instant draw 3 cards. But if you have an opening hand, you could that and take 4 ancestral recalls into the deck. Well, time for the last one, and it is Lutri, the Spell Chaser. Yep, 3 mana, 3/2 legendary elemental altar. Companion. Your non-lands in the starting deck all have different names. So basically, your companion requirement for Lutri is play singleton, excluding the lands. Flash, when to battlefield if you cast it. Copy it instead of sorcery. You may choose. So basically, playing Commander, Brawl, Oathbreaker, if you played red-blue, you could have Lutri in as the 101st card for free. Absolutely for free. Unless if you're playing Giant's Approach. Which, who plays Giant's Approach in Commander? I don't play Giant's Approach in Commander. I only do that in Historic. But I mean, yeah. Unless if you're playing Persistent Petitioners or Giant's Approach, Lutri was an auto-include in any blue-red deck for Commander. Because it did not count for the 100 cards. And yeah, you could just summon it in whenever you want. This was banned at the start of during the spoilers. They immediately banned it in Singleton, Brawl, and Commander. I don't know why did it not get banned in Oathbreaker, but I mean, I think it could have been banned, and if it's not, it should be, because well, this card is just Master of Singleton. This is never gonna get unbanned in Commander. This is too powerful for Commander, you see? So yeah. Plus it copies an instant sorcery. That is actually so good. A good ability as well. So yeah, maybe they should ban it only as a companion, but allow players to include it in the deck or as a commander. But as a companion, ban it. That would be a fair ban for this card. But I mean, if they cannot do that, then this card should stay banned. So yeah, Lutri should stay banned. Yeah. Congratulations. You've reached the end of the podcast. So why don't you like and subscribe and follow if you aren't already, follow my Twitch channel if you aren't already. Share with friends, stay tuned to this video streams and podcast. The next podcast will be recorded, and this one was recorded, but then afterwards they're gonna be live every Tuesday, 6:30 CET. They're gonna release also 6:30 CET, so stay tuned to them. Watch my other videos too. Use code Dante the Snake on Fatal Grips to get 10% discount on any product on their website. Link is in the description. And yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Join the Discord server, and bye.